For nearly a decade, Netflix has been releasing new TV shows, which they call Netflix Originals. With some being better than others, I'll count down the top 10 original series that you can watch right now. These will be our favorites based on the shows we enjoyed the best. As we all know, Netflix uses the word original loosely, so we've made some changes to the criteria. To qualify, the series must be a true original, with at least one of its seasons created specifically for the service that was not broadcast elsewhere first. Also, the series must be current, with new episodes released since last year's video, or be in active development with a new season forthcoming. Let's get started. Starting things off at number 10 is the dark comedy drama Dead to Me, which premiered its first season in May of 2019. It stars Christina Applegate as Jen, a recently widowed real estate agent in Laguna Beach, California, whose husband was a victim of a hit and run. At a support group, Jen meets Judy, played by Linda Cardellini, who's dealing with the tragic loss of her own. As the two women bond, Judy carries a shocking secret that could destroy her life as she knows it. Dead to Me has plot twists you won't see coming, with fantastic performances from both Applegate and Cardellini. There are 2 seasons to watch on Netflix right now, and has been renewed for a 3rd and final season. In at number 9 is the British comedy drama Afterlife, which premiered in March of 2019. The series is created, written, and directed by Ricky Gervais. He's also the star of the show. He plays Tony, a local journalist at the local newspaper, whose life is turned upside down after the death of his wife. After which, his nice guy persona is altered, making life hell for those around him by saying and doing whatever he likes. This is one of those shows that gets better with each passing episode, with a masterful performance from Gervais. 2 seasons are available now, and has been renewed for a 3rd. No release date has been announced yet. Taking the number 8 spot is the science fiction horror Stranger Things, created by the Duffer Brothers. Premiering in July of 2016, the show is set in the 1980s in the fictional town of Hawkins, Indiana. Over the course of 3 seasons, the series follows a group of friends, their parents, and local authorities as they search for answers to supernatural events taking place in the area. If you need a dose of 80s nostalgia and enjoyed Spielberg films of that time period, Stranger Things is the show for you. It's been renewed for a 4th season, but with production delays, it could be a long wait until it's available. Coming in at number 7 is the period drama The Queen's Gambit, which is based on the novel of the same name. Released in October of 2020, the 7-episode miniseries is about the life of Beth Harmon, played by Anya Taylor-Joy. Beth is an orphaned chess prodigy who rises through the ranks of the chess world in the 1950s and 60s while struggling with drug and alcohol dependency. The story is cleverly written, well acted, and highly binge-worthy. Because The Queen's Gambit is a miniseries, there are no plans for a 2nd season. Next up, coming in at number 6, is the British historical drama The Last Kingdom, which premiered in October of 2015. It's based on the Saxon Stories novels by Bernard Cornwell and is set in the late 9th century when England was divided into 7 separate kingdoms. The story follows Uhtred, who was born a Saxon but raised by Vikings, who seeks to claim his ancestral birthright and help to create a new nation. It features fantastic action scenes along with amazing cinematography. The first 2 seasons were originally produced for the BBC, but beginning with season 3, The Last Kingdom became a true Netflix original and is only available on their platform. All 4 seasons are on Netflix right now and has been renewed for a 5th. No release date has been announced yet. Now for the top half of our countdown, Dark takes the number 5 spot. Premiering in December of 2017, this German science fiction thriller takes place in a fictional town in Germany. Spanning several generations, it follows connections between 4 families as they uncover a sinister time travel conspiracy. Just like Westworld and other shows like it, the plot for Dark is intricate, so it requires your full attention. If you can manage to do that, you'll be rewarded with an experience many people regard as a masterpiece. All 3 seasons of Dark are available now, with its 3rd being its final season to bring the story to a conclusion. Coming in at number 4 is the martial arts action drama Cobra Kai. Launching its first season on YouTube in 2018, with the 2nd following in 2019, Netflix acquired the series for its 3rd season, which premiered in January of 2021. The story takes place more than 3 decades later after the events of the 1984 All Valley Karate Tournament. It stars Ralph Macchio and William Zabka reprising their roles as Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence. The plot starts out with Johnny seeking redemption, reopening the infamous Cobra Kai Karate Dojo, reigniting his rivalry with Daniel. On the surface, one might think that this show is nostalgic fluff and not deserving of being in our top 10. Here's the truth. It's actually well written, pleasantly fun, and wildly entertaining. All 3 seasons of Cobra Kai are on Netflix and has already been renewed for a 4th. Season 4 isn't expected until 2022 at the earliest. Before we get to our top 3, here are some other Netflix originals that might be worth your time to watch. The gothic supernatural horror, The Haunting of Bly Manor, which is a follow-up to The Haunting of Hill House. The fantasy action-adventure, The Witcher, which is based on the book series of the same name. The South Korean historical period horror thriller, Kingdom. And for those of you that enjoy content similar to what you'd find on the Hallmark Channel, there's the romance period drama, Bridgerton. Now it's time for our top 3, and coming in at number 3 is the historical drama, The Crown. Premiering in November of 2016, it chronicles the life and times of Queen Elizabeth II from the 1940s and eventually will conclude in modern times. The series begins by following her ascension to the throne at the age of 25 following the death of her father, King George VI. The Crown has excellent production values and a top-notch cast of actors. 4 seasons are available to watch right now and has been renewed for a 5th and 6th season that will close out the series. Season 5 is not expected until 2022. In the runner-up spot, coming in at number 2, is the biographical crime drama, Narcos Mexico. Premiering in November of 2018, it's a spin-off of the original Narcos that centered on the illegal drug trade in Colombia. Narcos Mexico, set in the 1980s, explores the origins of the modern war on drugs at a time when Mexican traffickers were a disorganized confederation of independent cannabis growers and dealers. Just a warning, Narcos Mexico is highly addictive. Some might even call it a gateway show that might lead you to watching other shows, so be careful. 2 seasons are available and has been renewed for a 3rd. No release date has been announced yet. In the top spot, coming in at number 1, is the crime drama thriller Ozark, which premiered in July of 2017. The series stars Jason Bateman as Marty Bird, a financial advisor living in the Chicago area who is forced to relocate his family to a summer resort community in the Ozarks when a money laundering scheme goes bad for the Mexican drug cartel. Season 3 kicks it up a notch with high tension and intelligent writing, now making it truly one of the greats. While Bateman and Laura Linney, who plays his wife Wendy Bird, both put in excellent performances, a true standout and scene stealer in the series is Julia Garner. She plays Ruth Langmore, who's from a local criminal family, and the feisty protege to Marty. There are 3 seasons of Ozark to binge right now on Netflix, and has been renewed for a 4th, which will be its last. As with most productions these days, filming has been delayed, and at this time, no release date has been set. Thanks for watching. If this video is useful for you, give it a thumbs up and share with others. What is your favorite original series on Netflix? Let us know about it in the comments. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe and click the notification bell for our newest top 10s and other tech-related stuff here on Tech Gumbo.